Equally well known for his love of a good time is alleged 100-cigarette-a-day actor Colin Farrell. Smelling like an ashtray doesn't seem to have dampened the pulling power of the young Irishman who burst into Hollywood on the back of his breakthrough role in the Joel Schumacher film Tigerland. In 2003, he came in at number 6 on Company magazine's list of the world's sexiest men. By that time, he'd already been married and divorced and was expecting a baby with his then-girlfriend, Kim Bordenave. But that didn't stop the romance rumours flying when he was seen holding hands with Britney Spears at the premiere of his 2003 film, The Recruit. And Britney's cheeky response to the press that he was a good kisser didn't help matters.
What's he like? Is he a good guy? He's a good kisser.
But Colin was having none of it.
I'm with 25 people, we're all having
He promptly changed the subject and waxed lyrical about the honour of working with Al Pacino.
It was amazing. It was amazing. I mean, I was awestruck. There's no other way to look at it. I mean, it's one thing working with, you know, I've been nervous before working with big names and stars and stuff in the last couple of years, but this was different. I mean, this is, you know, he'd hate me to say this because it takes it outside of what he is and what he wants to be and what he is, which is an incredible actor and an artist. But I mean, he's a living legend, you know.
Having witnessed the paparazzi's propensity to sniff out the whiff of a scandal, one might have expected Colin to exercise a little discretion when it came to his intimate relations. If nothing else, the experiences of Paris Hilton and Tommy Lee should have taught him to keep the camera out of the bedroom if he wanted to keep his private life private. Sadly, it was not to be. A few months later, Colin made a video of him and Playboy model Nicole Narain having sex. 2 years later, of course, it turned up on a website called dirtycolin.com. The site received so many hits, it shut down in the first day. The 14-minute tape was then pirated and distributed far and wide via file-sharing systems. Colin was outraged and threatened to sue the sites hosting the tape, before turning his legal attention onto his video co-star, Nicole, who claimed she wasn't the source of the leak. But after Colin launched a lawsuit, they reached an out-of-court settlement. However, Colin's overexposure on the net wasn't to be his only source of embarrassment. Nearing the big 3-0, his famous love of a good party was catching up with him.
Getting out of bed every morning. I was so tired. I just finished our tour. I don't know. Just trying to keep up with these boys, you know.
Did you learn anything from him, do you think, about either Hollywood or acting or whatever? Did you have
Not really.
tips?
No, not really. No. I learned I can't drink as much tequila, so.
Finally, while making Miami Vice with fellow carouser Jamie Foxx, it did all catch up with him. He reportedly collapsed on set and ended up checking himself into rehab. The official line was that he was suffering from exhaustion and an addiction to prescription medications, which had developed after being prescribed painkillers for an injured back. However, that story sounded a little tall in light of Colin's earlier admissions that he'd had a drug problem as a teenager and would rather go to the pub than the gym. A year later, at the Venice premiere of the Woody Allen film Cassandra's Dream, he was proud of being clean and sober.
I mean, I think every day you wake up and you get out of bed, you're given another chance. Literally, I really do. I mean, I see life and I try to deal with life in small increments and try not to cast my mind down the road, which is very hard, or the road either ahead or behind, and try to just deal with whatever step I'm in at the moment. So with that in mind, seriously, every day is a new chance to possibly reinvent yourself or try and find what the things that are important to you truly are, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
For the time being, at least, Colin's efforts at self-reinvention seem to have curbed his famous compulsion for cursing in interviews.